Alright guys, hello. We're going to do 11.6 day 1 here, surface area of a sphere. So a sphere is just pretty much a ball, right? So if you think about it, the center of that ball is kind of in the middle of the ball, right? And then every point on the sphere will be equidistant away from that center point. So let's go ahead and just fill out our notes real quick. A sphere is a set of all points equidistant from a center point. So this will be sphere. Right? That distance is called the radius from the given point, and that given point in the middle is called the center. Right, so if you think about it, if you have your ball here, right, the distance from the center to the outside, it doesn't matter where you go, is called the radius. So that's your radius. Each one of those circles has an area of pi r squared. So each one of these, so if you think about a sphere, right, think about the equator on a sphere. If I wanted to find the area of that circle, we call it the great circle, right? If I want to find the area of the circle, I just do pi r squared. And then if you think about it, if I take that ball and I cut it up into sections, there should be 1, 2, 3, 4 sections, right? So there should be 4 different circles, right? And I want to go ahead and add them all together. So the area is going to be 4 pi r squared. So that means the total surface area of a sphere, any sphere, is going to be 4 times the area of one of the great circles. And remember, surface area is the area on the outside. It's only the area you can touch. Okay, so 4 pi r squared, that's kind of what we're going to be working with. And then kind of divvying things up from there. So if you look here, we got we got 1, 2, 3, 4 examples. This example and this example are very similar. This one, I gave you the diameter is 7 centimeters. So if I want to find the radius is going to be 3.5 centimeters. A lot of people might try to use 7, but it's actually going to be 3.5 centimeters. Now I just plug into the equation 4 pi r squared. So it's going to be 4 times pi times 3.5 squared. Let's leave this in terms of pi. So if I do 3.5 squared, I get 12.25. Nice, this will be a nice whole number. So times 4 gives me 49 pi centimeters. And we're talking about surface area. It's the area we can touch on the outside of the shape. So that's going to be centimeters squared. This next one, let's say the circumference of one of the great circles. So if I have my sphere here, the circumference of this circle right here is going to be 18 inches. So what I have to do is I have to find the radius of this. I have to kind of work backwards, find the radius of this. That will help me find the area, the surface area of the whole sphere. So what I need to do is set 2 pi times the radius, 2 pi r, that's the circumference formula, equal to 18 pi. So to solve for radius, I divide by 2 pi, and I get the radius equals 18 divided by 2 pi. That's going to give me 28 that's not right, 18 divided by parentheses 2 pi, 2.8647 right? So now if I want to figure that out, I have the radius here. I want to figure out the total surface area. I'm going to do 4 pi r squared. So I'm going to do 4 pi times r 2.864 squared. So in my calculator, what I'm going to do is I have this already, right?